Welcome everyone, good to see you today to talk some Blue Jay basketball and recap last week, and we can talk a little bit about this week, and we have some playoffs right around the corner too, so a lot of things to discuss. I'll open up to the floor for questions at this time. Yes?
So tonight was on Blue Springs, and this week you got New Summit, both teams you lost to over there.
Yeah.
Is that like some extra motivation for your guys to kind of redeem themselves after this?
Yes. We talked about that. Those, I think the second thing we talked about at practice last night was, yeah, these are two teams we're facing this week, both on the road and both of them that we lost to at home. So I just called it payback week and get locked in and get ready to go. We had a good practice yesterday, and I know the guys will be ready for tonight too as we travel to Blue Springs. Yeah, it'll be a tough contest. So they're good, and I think we've gotten better, and we correct some things that we didn't play well against them. They played really well. We did not play to our capabilities when we faced each other the first time here. So we look to correct those mistakes tonight. Yes?
Can you give us some of those specific mistakes that you have been working on?
Well, the things that we need to correct, our offensive rhythm wasn't what it needed to be. We didn't. The tempo wasn't there. Some of our shots, the shot selection wasn't quite what it normally is to be successful. And then defensively, we were half a step behind. So when you do that, when we're not locked in and we're not communicating, we don't have quick feet. You're half a step behind, both mentally and physically, and when that happens, you foul, and defense doesn't rotate, you don't box out, you're just not locked in, and so we've corrected those things from that point on, and guys have done a good job with it. Yes?
Going back to last Friday, can you talk a little bit about the game and how the crowd also impacted the game?
Sure. Last week was a good week. We go to Lee Summit North and play well. On Tuesday night, we get down 12 and gave up 44 first half points to a team at Lee Summit North that knocked down 9 three-pointers in the first half, 44 first half points. They were just on fire. And so we were down 10 at half. Our offense was fine, but defense they weren't making guys uncomfortable, and so we had to make some adjustments, and particularly just between the ears. It was a mental adjustment more than anything else, and we hold them to 19 for second half points. So that was a good kickstart to the week. And then a very memorable and a very important senior night on Friday with our 7 great seniors playing their last home game at Coakley, and it was an unbelievable atmosphere, a great game, 2 really good teams, and it was all senior nights are very special. We've had numerous ones over the years, but that one ranks right up there toward the top of just how enjoyable and how fun it was.
Would you also like to talk about Kellen Turner and his 1,000?
Yeah, that was another special occasion. Friday night was for Kellen to reach his 1,000th point in his career, illustrious career, and just he's meant a lot to our program, a lot to our team, and has won quite a few ball games for us. But just to do it, in his last home game at Coakley on senior night against a really quality team in Blue Springs South. And it wasn't like it was just another 2 points. That was the basket he hit to go over 1,000. That was a crucial basket that we needed in the second half, and he got it. So it was pretty impressive. But Kellen was Kellen. I mean, he's really good, but I thought we had a lot of guys step up and played some really good basketball. that night. From Sam's charge that he took late in the game to Grant Fordyce was tremendous again, and Brady's 3 that he hit. Moultrie was very, very active, we had some guys that just really stepped up and did a nice job. Team-wise, we phenomenal. We out-rebounded them by about 11 rebounds. Which was crucial because they shot about 50% from the field, and usually you don't come out on top if a team makes half their baskets on you. But I thought our defense, particularly our rebounding, was about the best it's been. And then once again, our points off turnovers. We didn't turn the ball over very much. We had 8 turnovers. We forced them into 7 turnovers just out of their point guard position. We scored 9 more points than they did, points off turnovers. So that was kind of the key. But I thought, besides Kellen, I thought the whole team they were really, really focused. Probably about as focused as we've been all season. Now we just got to, continue that. Yes.
Continuing that as the last week of regular season, leading into the postseason, is your guys' schedule or change at all?
Well, it might. From what I understand, there might be another big snowstorm coming in Sunday and Monday. So here we go again, guys. So we'll see what the weather has to say about it. But it's only Tuesday, and a lot of things can happen weather-wise. But we're kind of already. It's in the back of my mind about what we would do. But there's a lot of time between now and then. So. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is we play tonight, we play Friday night, okay? And then, we got some time to get our legs underneath us again, do some different things. We'll practice a little bit differently. If we practice Monday and we don't play again till Thursday, you see, on the boys' side, I'll just explain, on the boys' side, the games are Monday, Thursday, Friday. So we have a first-round bye, and so we'll play Thursday against the winner of Kearney and Truman. And so if that's the case, obviously Monday's going to be big for us as coaches doing some scouting. But also, practice will look differently for our players. We might just get in a big shooting practice and just change things up from what we normally do. And then Tuesday, we know who we're going to play, and then we can prepare for that game Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Friday. You don't have any practice days. Granted, if we win on Thursday, you don't have any practice days to get ready to go for a district championship, but that's fine. When the schedule came out last week, I told the guys, hey, you play for a district championship, you're going to have to play back-to-back days, but we've done that countless times this season already, so we'll be prepared for that. Yes? Well, I think we're going to have first of all 7 seniors are going to depart from us at the end of this year, and they'll be sorely missed. However, we have some tremendous underclassmen too, and our JV team and our sophomore team and our freshman team and our 8th grade team all had really, really good years. The next on the horizon, obviously, is the JV crew. We got a couple of juniors playing on the varsity team, and AJ and Matt. But our junior varsity crew is with Coach Baker. They've had a really, really nice season. They've only lost 2 games and played very, very well together. So those guys will be ready. And that's what this year is for them. It's a preparatory year to get prepared for varsity play next year, and then with everything that we do in the off season, they'll be ready to go for next year. But I'm very, very excited about the younger teams from the 8th grade on up because I think the future is very, very bright for Blue Jay basketball. Yes.
From the start of the season to now, are you where you should be and want to be by the end of the season? Record-wise and record.
Yeah, and that's a great question. Are we where we want to be? Record-wise, two things. Number one, I don't pay real close attention to our record. At some point in time, I don't know what our record is, to be honest with you. I always know how many losses we have, but sometimes I forget about how many wins we have. That's just me. But honestly, some people ask me what our record is. I have no idea. I'm always thinking more about the second half of your question is the team where you want it to be at this point in time. I think that's more important than the record. Even though at this point in time, record-wise, I'd like to be undefeated. But that's not where we're at right now, and so I spend a lot of time away from school, just on my own time, thinking about, where are we? Is it where we want to be? And that's a great question that you asked, because there's so many different things that go into the position that your team is in: offense, defense, team chemistry, the mental side of things, the physical side of things. So there's so many different aspects of the location of your team at this point in time. To answer your question, I'm very thrilled with where we're at right now. When it comes to all those intangibles, I think that we're playing tougher. I think our defense has improved. Friday night showed our rebounding, which has hurt us in previous games, has gotten to the next level. And so I'm excited about those things. I'm also excited about contributions that are being made by multiple players on the team, not only just starters, but also our bench. So I'm very pleased with where we're at. And actually, I'm more excited about where we can go. Anything else? Yes?
You guys talked about an age range where juniors are already playing varsity.
Yeah.
Getting quite a bit of time. How do you see the play picture this year?
Oh, I think our junior class and all of our juniors and our sophomores, and we've pulled a couple of freshmen up to play some junior varsity basketball, and we got some talented 8th graders too. I think each one of those players, they're going to improve dramatically. We have a lot of opportunity to get better in the off season, and guys take it seriously. They enjoy it. They enjoy working. They all have their own basketball, and they're in gyms. They're getting better. When they're not playing for us in the month of June, they're on another team. Getting exposure, playing in some big tournaments and stuff like that in the month of July when they can do that. It's a year-round deal, and they have worked very, very hard at it so far, and they'll continue to do that and get better. But I think high school athletics, it's so fun to watch, because you can see, and I've got 20-some pictures up on the wall in our coach's office of teams that have players on them, and you can see them when they were a freshman as compared to a senior. You can see them when they're a sophomore compared to when they graduate, and just how they mature physically and then also mentally in their abilities. It's fun to look at those pictures and see where they were over a 3 or 4 year span, and how much they grew, and just not only just physically, but just as a person, and particularly as a basketball player. So even though you asked about juniors, I think all of our players are going to get a lot better because of the opportunities that we provide them, and then they're extremely dedicated to getting better too. We are out of time. Those are some good questions today, guys. Thank you once again, and we'll see you back here next week. Take care.